All right, time to get stuck into the halfpipe here at the Burton Australian Open. We've got some massive names about to drop in right here behind me, including the Ticket to Ride World Tour champions, Kevin Pearce and Jamie Anderson. It's going to be huge. It was an early start, but with the cool and cloudy weather making the perisher pipe firm and fast, conditions were ideal.
I mean, the day started out kind of rough, you know, I'm not used to the 6 a.m. wake-up calls and stuff, but yeah, man, got up, it was kind of foggy and kind of cold, which I actually, you know, for once kind of stoked me out because it's been so hot and like slushy up here.
With only 12 men and 6 women going through to the finals, the first-class list of riders stepped it up from the start, including 2005 World Superpipe champion Keir Dillon.
Solid field, you know, Yanni Corpy, Danny Davis, Kevin Pearce, Jack and Luke Petrani, and, you know, it'll be a good show today.
An unexpected entry to the event, Keir Dillon had only arrived in Australia the night before after flying in from Cancun and a friend's bachelor party. But the veteran halfpipe rider still had the goods. With Australia's best halfpipe riders away in Argentina for a World Cup event, the best of 3 runs men's final was an all-international affair. In the women's competition, Hannah Teeter from the USA took an early lead with a technical run that combined back-to-back 540s. Giving the Olympic champion a run for her money was fellow Lake Tahoe resident Jamie Anderson and Paulina Ligoka out of Poland. But neither could outdo Teeter, who held on for the win.
It was fun. It was a lot faster than we thought, you know, because it was snowing and then sunny and then cloudy and then snowing again. So we just rubbed on a bunch of wax and just pointed it from the start. And yeah, everyone was throwing down, especially the guys.
In the men's final, Mason Aguirre showed his strength right from the start with the highest first run score of 92.83. However, fellow Burton rider Luke Mitrani topped Aguirre's score with his second run that finished with a switch double backflip, the likes of which have never been seen in an Aussie halfpipe.
Well, the whole time I didn't really think I was going to have enough speed because of the last hit and the pipe's really slow. But I had the speed after the 7, so I was like, screw it, bye-bye. And just kind of close my eyes and hope for the best.
In another first for Australia, Finland's Marcus Marlin produced a lightning backside 1260 to lock down 3rd place. But not to be outdone, Mason Aguirre rose to the challenge on his final run to pit Mitrani at the post by less than a point and take home the $7,500 winner's check.
You know, I wasn't coming in today planning to, you know, do a cab 10 first hit and try, you know, Michael Chuck 7s and stuff, but, you know, it was just one of those days where people were stepping up and you just had to kind of hit the bar. And then last run, Marcus threw the back 12, and that's something I've never seen before, and going huge on the first hit. And so, yeah, it's a totally respectable top 3 in there and top 5, and just a gnarly final for sure.
The Australian Institute of Sport is doing everything possible to make sure that we have the best snowboarders going into the 2010 Winter Olympics. Halfpipe is high on their list, and here's an insight into what they are doing to make sure that our snowboarders have every opportunity to bring home some medals. Part of the AIS, the Olympic Winter Institute of Australia, together with the New South Wales Institute of Sport, are nurturing our best halfpipe riders from grassroots level all the way to the biggest stage of all. Heading up the program is OWIA head coach Ben Wordsworth.
We have a pretty tight selection policy. We have a development team also running under the Olympic Wind Institute team, which is the NSWIS program. So the athletes come through that program basically competing in the lower level events, and then once they reach a certain level, they get to become a scholarship athlete of the Olympic Wind Institute, and then therefore start competing on World Cup, World Championships, and then in lead to the Olympics.
Ben Alexander is head coach of the NSWIS team.
You know, we've got some really talented riders in Australia. You know, Tora Bright obviously is a great example of, you know, the athletes we can, you know, produce out of Australia. I think the future's looking pretty good for us.
Although the ultimate goal is Olympic medals, the OWIA program is primarily focused on the individual athlete.
We all definitely have our own personal goals. Like each year, you set a new trick you want to learn, which is good. A contest you want to win, podium you want to get. And then overall with the team, it's just basically working up towards World Cups and then ultimately the Olympics.
Yeah, the OWIA definitely supports us and to travel overseas and do all the World Cups, and they definitely fund a lot for us.
Developing a great snowboard athlete takes more than just a lot of time on snow. Thanks to the resources available through the Australian Institute of Sport, our team has access to some of the best off-snow facilities in the world.
We run a camp each year out in Homebush, and we access the facilities out there. So we use the diving facility. We use the trampolines a lot to, work on their aerial skills and acrobatics. We like to mix it up and all in all have them good all-round athletes.
In 2006, Australia had its best result in the Olympic halfpipe with Tora Bright placing in the top 10. Our #1 girl is now the best in the world, and along with OWIA athletes like Nathan Johnson and Holly Crawford, who have both climbed the podium at World Cup events, confidence in the Aussie camp has never been higher.
The guys are riding well. We're exactly where I want to be this time frame out from the Olympics. So, I believe we're going to reach our goals, and there will be an Australian on the podium in 2010.
Yo, what's going down? This is Bliss.
I am SO.
And I'm Dicky DJism. And we are Bliss and SO chilling right here in Falls Creek, Victoria on the Going Ballistyx Snowboard show.
And we have the Flying Colors Rizzo Limited Edition.
We've just done a collaboration with a dope Australian boutique label called Big Undie. We've got these limited edition hoodies. They're reversible, only 100 made of them, individually numbered. We also got some fly kicks in black and white.
Black and white. Sick hat to man.
And check it out, we're gonna be giving a prize away every single week right here on the show. So here's Natasha with the details. Yeah.
On every episode of the Goin Ballistyx Snowboard Show, we give you the chance to win some awesome prizes from all the best snowboard brands. Every time you enter, you are automatically in the running to win the limited edition Big Undie Bliss and SO Flying Colors collection, celebrating the award-winning album by Bliss and SO, Flying Colors. We'll have all the details of this week's competition later in the show.